92.3 WTTS, Tuesday morning. Matt Pelser, and I'm very excited. I only made it to 2 games last year, and I want to go to more this year. This weekend is the Indy 11 home opener, and I have Director of Marketing John Kaluter with me right now. Good morning, John. Glad to have you back.
Good to be back, Matt. Thanks for having me. And we'll work on a little more than 2 this
I
season.
got to do more than 2. It's just, I mean, I don't know if you've got kids or not, but it's hard to get away with kids. And so,
Understand. I'll get into the how great it is for kids spiel later. Don't worry.
well, no, and I think we took the kids to at least one of those, but it was a night game, and they got sleepy and grumpy, and so we had to leave early. But so the home opener this
Yes.
weekend, who
Yeah.
we playing?
Las Vegas Lights FC. First
Aha,
meeting with them, so it'd be nice to have some new blood coming through Carroll Stadium.
yeah. And what's planned for the home opener on Saturday?
It's time. That's kind of our theme this year is it's time. So it's time to start winning some games, getting back to the playoffs, building momentum, and delivering the kind of soccer our coach Mark Lowry wants to entertain Indianapolis and the soccer fans in Indiana with. So on the field, you'll see a lot of high pressure soccer. Off the field, same atmosphere, unique atmosphere. I think you've come to expect from Indy 11 games. Gates will open at 6. We'll open up our fun zone at that time. Face painters, Sagility will have some of their training games out there. So, like I said, great night for families because once the game kicks off at 7, you know you're heading home at 9. There's no overtime. You can make the day what you want it to be, but we always tell people it's one of the best ways to experience downtown Indy for those who aren't here that often.
Oh, I appreciate that guarantee, John. That is a very, very big selling point for parents like me. Done by 9. What do you call the cheering section there behind the goal?
The Brickyard
The
Battalion, and
Brickyard
they've
Battalion. Okay, yeah. I sat in the Brickyard Battalion 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. Something that I will never ever forget.
and my fiance goes to games just to watch them.
Yeah, you don't have to sit there; you can just watch them.
And that's it. It's so unique. It's the one thing that differentiates soccer games from, no offense to the Colts and Pacers and Indians and Fuel and Fever. We love them, but you're just not going to get that organic, atmosphere and excitement generated from a fan base like you do at Indy 11 games.
You can't help but hear them no matter where you're sitting. It's really,
Exactly.
really cool. All right, so there was some more Indy 11 news recently. 11 Park, and I know very little about this. Can you fill me in?
Absolutely. We'll look forward to our home opener there in 2025. But first things first, we'll look forward to breaking ground in May. So we secured the site last year at the corner of South Street, Kentucky Street, bordered by the White River. So it's a prime downtown location, 20 acres. We like to call it a live, work, play village. It's going to be retail, hotel, apartments, all anchored by a 20,000 seat stadium built with soccer in mind, but it'll also be multi-purpose, all sorts of field sports, concerts as well. It's kind of the missing piece as far as what Indianapolis and Indiana can host as far as sports events and other events go.
Yeah, I would have been remiss if I hadn't brought up the music question, but you answered it for me. I appreciate that. I'm glad that there's going to be space for that. And I'm glad that this isn't just going to be used for 11 games. It sounds like the community was in mind for this. And certainly you've always been sort of a community-minded organization.
And that's, in order for a project like this to succeed, you have to keep in mind the other uses you can get out of it. I'll also add, outside of concerts, inside the stadium itself, there'll be a separate, about 4,000 seat venue built with music in mind as well. So,
Whoa.
again, we want it to be a destination for not just soccer fans, but so many other types of events that can make this truly a place for all of Indianapolis and all of Indiana to make their own.
Another great medium-sized music venue to welcome some great talent from out of town, not just for music, but for sports as well, with the big 20,000-seater coming into 11 Park. John Kaluter, Director of Marketing, talking about 11 Park and also the home opener for the Indy 11 this Saturday.
I'd be remiss to say Indy11.com. You can find our promotions calendar for all 17 games this season. Tickets starting at $15. Visit Indy11.com to secure the best seats.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, John.
Thanks, Matt.